Hello, all. As an immigrant, you are a stranger in a new land. It's almost as if you are visiting a new country, but you are a permanent visitor. So I've decided if you are going to make a new place your home, you might as well know about it. Hence my channel, Curious Immigrant. We are going to start with Paul Revere, a Revolutionary War era patriot from Boston, Massachusetts. Paul Revere was born on January 1st, 1735 in Boston, Massachusetts. He was a man of many talents. He was a silversmith, engraver, early industrialist, and a son of Liberty member and a patriot. We will get back to those two last titles, son of Liberty member and a patriot, and really explore what these really mean. His father was Apollos Revere, a French Huguenot silversmith who came to Boston at the age of 13. By the time he married Deborah Hitchborn, a member of a long-standing Boston family that owned a small shipping wharf in 1729, Revere had anglicized his name to Paul Revere. Paul Revere Sr. attended Puritan services, whereas Paul Revere the son was drawn to the Old Church of England. His involvement in military service was first purely out of necessity. When his father died in 1754, Paul was legally too young to officially be the master of the family silver shop. In February 1756, he made the decision to join the army during the French and Indian War, mainly because of the weak economy, and the army promised consistent pay. On August 4, 1757, he married Sarah Orne. Their first child was born 8 months later. He and Sarah had 8 children, but 2 died young and only one, Mary, survived the father. Shortly after his first wife died, he married his second wife, Rachel Walker, who gave birth to 8 children of her own, making Paul a father of 16 children. Now, let's delve into his military service, his association with certain political parties, which would eventually lead to his involvement in the American Revolutionary War, for which he is well known today. As stated before, he joined the army in 1756, but left shortly after. In 1765, Revere joined a group of militants known as the Sons of Liberty. The Sons of Liberty was a loosely organized, clandestine, sometimes violent political organization active in the 13 American colonies, founded to advance the rights of the colonists and to fight taxation by the British government. It played a major role in most colonies in battling the Stamp Act in 1765 and throughout the entire period of the American Revolution. In addition to being a member of the Sons of Liberty group, Paul Revere was also a patriot. What does it mean, or rather, what did it mean to be a patriot back in 18th century British America colony? Patriots are also known as revolutionaries, continentals, rebels, or American Whigs were the colonists of the 13 colonies who rejected British rule over the colonies. Patriots articulated the basis of opposition to British colonial rule and ultimately organized patriot militias, giving rise to the American Revolution, the issuance of the Declaration of Independence by the Second Continental Congress of July 4, 1776 in Philadelphia, and formalizing and escalating the American Revolutionary War between Patriot forces placed under the command of George Washington in 1775 and British military forces seeking to maintain the colonies as part of the British Empire. It is as a member of these groups that Paul Revere took the famous Midnight Ride to alert the American colonial militia in April 1775 to the approach of British forces before the battles of Lexington and Concord. The ride occurred on the night of April 18, 1775, immediately before the first engagement of the American Revolutionary War. By giving the colonists advance warning of the British Army's actions, the ride played a crucial role in the colonists' victory. By the beginning of 1792, Paul Revere became one of America's best-known bellcasters. His firm cast the first bell made in Boston and produced hundreds of bells, a number of which remain in operation today. Revere was a Freemason and is recorded as the Lodge Secretary in the Grand Lodge of Scotland Membership Registry. Revere died on May 10, 1818, at the age of 83, at his home on Charter Street in Boston. He is buried in the Granary Burying Ground on Tremont Street, Massachusetts. Now, about his legacy. After Revere's death, the family business was taken over by his oldest surviving son, Joseph Warren Revere. The copper works, founded in 1801, continues today as the Revere Copper Company, with manufacturing divisions in Rome, New York, and New Bedford, Massachusetts. Revere's original silverware, engravings, and other works are highly regarded today and can be found on display in museums including the Museum of Fine Arts, Boston, and the Metropolitan Museum of Art. The communities of Revere, Massachusetts, and Revere, Minnesota bear his name, as do Revere Beach in Revere, Massachusetts, Revere Avenue in Bronx, New York City, Paul Revere Road in Arlington, Massachusetts, and Paul Revere Apartments in Seattle. His statue can be found today in Paul Revere Mall, which is a corridor located in Boston's North End behind Old North Church. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and feel free to leave suggestions down below in the comment section. Thank you.